Yeah, definitely.
So like
In
what for students who are curious of what it's like, what would they go through or what have you gone through as personal like what things have either affected you or how do you think you've changed from starting university to getting where you are now?
I think one thing that changes a lot is your understanding and view of friendships. You'll probably go through a hell of a lot of friendships from undergrad to masters, or just undergrad in general. Like it's probably the place where you won't probably make lifelong friends, but in the process, you'll probably meet a lot of different personalities, amazing personalities, rubbish personalities, and you might get hurt here and there from that, but be open to, and I think one thing that opened my eyes is that people are not raised the same way as you. You come to university from this very closed world of, oh, everyone is raised like me and everyone's the same as me. You come to uni, you see some people don't know how to cook, don't know how to iron, don't have manners. They grew up like, with aunties and uncles. They didn't grow up with their parents, or they grew up with their grandparents. Everyone, you realize people are so different, and you learn a lot within friendships. Some people are users, some people are manipulators, some people are the kindest people in the world, and you come across so many different personalities, and you really do grow from having friends be good to you, betray you, and everything in between. um, I did learn a lot about friendships, and in the process of that I learned about um, myself, like I think just being aware of not just the good parts of me but the bad parts of me has kind of helped me to be a better friend and a better person in general. um, and also for the people that come to uni like expecting like a uni wife or a uni husband, please don't, because that's, first of all, it's not what you're there for. But if you end up in a long-term relationship, great. If you don't, that's also great. Like, don't feel like it's it's not great if you don't get a relationship out of uni, because it'll happen when it's meant to happen. So there's also that. And I think I learned a lot about obviously the working world. Nothing at university can truly prepare you for the working world and how hard life is after uni. I think for me, what I learned was I loved my own freedom and my own space, not necessarily because I was reckless or because I wanted to do wildness. I just like having my own space. I like my own peace and quiet. Coming home after uni was probably one of the worst times of my life. Moving back home, I think for a lot, even just a lot of my friends who talked about how our mental health was affected by having to move back home to a place where you're being told what to do, you're being given a curfew, you're being redirected, and you're being treated like a child again. Meanwhile, you've grown as a person and you have to come home to like an environment that's stifling and repressing. Um, it's not very nice. So I would say like be prepared for that. Like if you don't save up to move out, or you don't get an amazing job straight after uni, chances are you're gonna have to go back home. And for some people, going home is great, but for a lot of people, I think they struggle to go back home when you know you yourself are not the same person that you were when you left. And yet your parents still see you the same way that you left as an 18-year-old when you're not the same. So I think I grew a lot in that sense, where I learned a lot about myself, and going back home was like, oh, I'm not prepared to be treated like I was when I left. Because
Mm.
I think I learned as well to just appreciate my family a lot more, because when I was leaving for uni, I was so happy to get away from them. When I came back, I was a lot more appreciative and a lot more mature. And my view of money changed a lot. I realized how hard it is to just budget, do your own shopping, do your own cooking, taking care of yourself, your own space, your own time, money management, time management, all of that. I learned a lot that it helped me to grow up very quickly, and to kind of appreciate how much my parents have been doing this for years and years and years without really contributing to it. So yeah.